Hello. 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 So there's this article on Vogue.com that has had people talking, discussing, getting upset, and talking some more. So you may have heard about it. The title is Having a Boyfriend Embarrassing Now? Just from the title, it's already calling out a bunch of people. We already have people divided just from reading that title. And spoiler alert, it's not clickbait. The title's not just there for giggles, okay? It's pretty on par with what is said in the article. There have been a lot of people responding to this on places like TikTok. That's where I've mostly seen it. And these girls have been posting cute little clips of them with their boyfriend with the caption of something like, "Sorry Vogue, my boyfriend is never embarrassing," like that kind of thing. And a lot of the comments on these videos were saying things like, "You didn't read the article, but okay," or "You missed the point of the article," which, I can see that side to it. Maybe they didn't read the article and they just saw the title of it, but honestly, that response to the article makes sense. It does make sense, whether you think it's the right response or not, it is a response to the article. It did evoke emotions in people, either way. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about it and see what I think. I'm kind of scared. I love trying new fragrances and finding new favorites. I love when I go back to one and I smell it and it brings me back to when I wore it, and that's where ScentBird comes in. Thank you to ScentBird for sponsoring this video. So ScentBird is a monthly fragrance subscription. It's affordable and it minimizes risk because you're not committing to a full-size bottle from the get-go. You get a 30-day supply of each fragrance, so that gives you enough time to fully experience the scent, and you might even find your new signature fragrance. So these are some that I got. Elysian Rose by Mason Nomad No, with notes of Rosa centifolia, bergamot, vetiver, pink berries, and musk. So you have these little vials. You can unlock it, you can stick it in your purse, which is what I do. This is like you're going out on the town. Nude Skin by Skylar, with notes of tiger orchid, warm vanilla, and golden amber. This is warm. This is great for the winter. I love warm scents in the winter because it just makes you feel cozy. Acqua di Lusso by Mare, with notes of bergamot, cardamom, gardenia, jasmine, and coconut. This one's more light, so this is if you're going out for coffee or something, you could get a little spritz on there. Tangier by Ormond Jane London, with notes of bergamot, cashmere wood, lang lang, neroli, and Madagascar vanilla. I think this one's also more daytime. This will turn heads. I think it's such a unique scent. So if you're interested in trying ScentBird, scan the QR code or use the link below. And with my coupon code Maddison with 2 D's 55 off, that's Maddison with 2 D's 55 off, you'll get 55% off at ScentBird. Plus you'll get free delivery to your door and a free case. You get the product for half the price. That's just $9, and that's a steal. So thank you again to ScentBird for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to it. So this is an opinion piece. A lot of this is about social media. Less so with personal friends having boyfriends, but more so with influencers you follow online. So not even just from the title, but from the first couple sentences, I could tell where the author was coming from. I could tell what her opinion is on this immediately. So this is how the article begins. If someone so much as says, "my boyf," on social media, they're muted. There's nothing I hate more than following someone for fun, only for their content to become my boyfriendified suddenly. So we're like, whoa, you're blocking and muting people? Hey, well, I don't think there was blocking, but I assume people that mute people, they're also on that block button. She really said, hey, you, I don't like your boyfriend. I don't like your boyfriend. On this part of it, I honestly get both sides. I get why she would mute some people that make their content all about their boyfriend when you're used to seeing certain types of content from them. I saw this video from this one girl that I follow, and it was all about her boyfriend and stuff. I was like, oh, this is new. This is really new. But at the same time, there is this one other girl that I follow, and she includes her boyfriend in a lot of her videos. He kind of like adds to the videos. He's not like the main character of the videos, I guess. He'll just like be in the background, or like she'll be talking to him or something. And I think it's kind of sweet to see like a different side to someone that you follow. I think it just depends on what the motive is behind it. So this part seems to be more toward content creators, like I said, than people you know in real life. Because if this was referring to, say, your friends on Facebook, you would not be following anyone. You would have 0.0 friends on Facebook because that's every post on Facebook. There was this one part in the article where it was this girl and she was talking about how she had gotten a boyfriend, and she started getting comments of people saying, no, don't get a boyfriend. Like, and that shows like the kind of relationship that these followers think they have with this person, to where they think they can say, don't get a boyfriend. Like, then the article goes into how a woman's social status can go up if you have a boyfriend, and you get praise that a single person wouldn't get. And she kind of says that that's the reason why people do soft launches with their boyfriends, because they want the social status of having a boyfriend, but at the same time they don't want to seem like too into their boyfriend. So instead of outright posting pictures of them and their boyfriend together, a lot of people have started doing soft launches, which is like, say you're out eating and it's just a picture of the food and you can see like a man's hand on the other side of the table, or like the back of his head as he's walking in front of you or something. Some people even go as far as to blurring out their face in pictures. They'll just post the picture and they just blur his face out. I'm like, well, we see the rest of him. Like, you know, we know he's there. But if a man blurred my face out of a picture of us, I would be offended. So you think I'm ugly? Okay. So I'm wondering, like, what do these men think when they see their face blurred out? She took that brush and she went over his face. But I also understand it if it's like a just another picture to burn kind of situation, where it's like you broke up and he did you wrong, but you're like, I still look so great in this picture. But honestly, you know, you could crop them out. You could even completely erase them, I believe, like with AI type things. Another part of the article says, so what gives? Are people embarrassed by their boyfriends now? Or is something more complicated going on? To me, it feels like the result of women wanting to straddle two worlds. One where they can receive the social benefits of having a partner, but also not appear so boyfriend obsessed that they come across as quite culturally loserish. Quote, they want the prize and celebration of partnership, but understand the norminess of it. I can't tell if when they say that, like the loserish part about being culturally loserish, if that's what they actually think themselves, or if they're just commenting on culture, because there is a side to culture that does see it as loserish, but you know, I don't think it's loserish at all to have a boyfriend. Like, I guess I get what they're saying in a way. I know some people say like, if he's treating you bad, so like it's loserish to post this guy if we know he like doesn't treat you good or something. But even then, it's not her fault if she's being treated badly. That's like a way more complex situation than just saying, oh, this is like loserish. It just seems like a losing battle to think like this, to straddle this line, to try to fit in with both sides, like with the people that think it's loserish to have a boyfriend and then the people that like praise you for it. Like, there are certain social situations where there are benefits to having a boyfriend, and there are also places where it's socially beneficial to be single, especially online. So I don't know what this says about my For You page, but I've seen multiple TikToks of people saying, if you have a boyfriend, I'm side-eyeing you. Like, I'm kind of side-eyeing you if you have a boyfriend. Like, why would you have a boyfriend these days? But I don't know if that's why people are embarrassed to have boyfriends now. So they're embarrassed to having benefits. Like, I don't know. I'm so confused. This whole article made me so confused, honestly. Like, I was really confused. But I think the next couple of points that they make in the article are more so reasons why I think girls don't post their boyfriends as much. So the author did this thing on Instagram where they like asked people, why don't you post your boyfriend, girl? And some of the responses were like, they had a, quote, belief that their happy relationships would spark a jealousy so strong in other people that it could end the relationship. So this is like the opposite end of the spectrum. And I understand this. Like, I think this happens a lot, actually. Especially with people who think that having benefits or getting in a new relationship or whatever is threatening to other people. And that sentiment comes up a couple of times in this article. There are jealous people out there. Like, no one really cares as much as you think they do. I mean, there are some people that care way too much. But if they do, that's their problem and not yours. I totally get not sharing your relationship in the first, like, few weeks, months, years, or even ever if you want to. But I don't think the fear of other people being jealous should stop you from that. And another response that she got on TikTok was girls were worried that their relationship would end and they would be stuck with the posts. This is the most practical one to me because I've seen this many a time where people will break up and you'll never see a sight of him again. You'll never see him. He was like a ghost of Christmas past. Was he there or was he not there? She will get rid of any trace of him. Which, girl, you go ahead. You go ahead. I have also seen, like, I love the girlies that are like, you know, it was a part of my story, so I'm keeping it all up. I love that. I'm so sorry. I love that picture of us from 2017 at Orange Beach. Like, I'm keeping it up. This is a quote from Nikki. I was in a relationship for 12 years and never once posted him or talked about him online. We broke up recently and I don't think I will ever post a man, says Nikki, 38. Even though I'm a romantic, I still feel like men will embarrass you even 12 years in, so claiming them feels so lame. I know it's way easier said than done, but like, vulnerability is strength. It may not work out and you don't know that. But like, if you want to post you together, then that's okay. And it may not work out. And like 98% of other people have done the same. Like you have posted like an old boyfriend and like and then you break up and you're just like, okay, like if you're with someone and you think claiming them and like being with them publicly is lame, that I don't know, like, maybe you deep down are like, he's a little lame, and you don't actually really like him. Like, I don't, but I get, people have been hurt so many times in relationships, it is so hard to open back up and to post someone, so I get that. Like, I've been the closed off girly, like, I'm very closed off sometimes, so I get it. Being earnestly and truly in love is not lame. I feel like everything is just so sarcastic and not earnest anymore. I don't know, like, what happened to, I want to shout it from the mountaintops, babe. Like, I want the whole world to know, babe. And you can feel that and choose not to post them. That makes total sense. If you were hurt from someone who, like, truly did you wrong, that's not someone embarrassing you. Someone hurting you is not them embarrassing you. Like, I get why that's like such a big thing though, because nothing is worse these days than being cringy or embarrassing. I noticed there's a dichotomy in this article where the same people who are being quoted saying, I don't want to post them because it's cringy and embarrassing, are at the same time saying, I don't want to post them because I don't want to seem boastful or for people to be jealous of them. What I think might be happening there is, say they're truly feeling happy in this relationship, they don't want people to be jealous of them. The other one is what they're being told they should feel, what people are projecting onto them of how they should feel in this relationship. Like, why would people be jealous if it's so cringy to them? Like, what are we really getting at here? I know two things can be true at the same time, but it just seems a bit contradictory. Like, it's cringy, but not that cringy because people desire what I have. I mean, not everyone desires it, but like a lot of people do, and you having something that people desire and pretending like it's embarrassing is not helping anyone. It's not helping us. So what I'm reading between the lines here is, you can be in a relationship and it's okay. You can be single and that's okay too. But to be single and want a relationship, or to be in a relationship and enjoy it too much, that's cringy. To want something or to have something that other people want, that's cringy, babes. But there's a lot of cringy couples content. I will give you that, girl. Especially the ones that make fake content. I can't do it. I can't do the fake couples. I can't do where they're like, I'm pranking them. And it's like, you pranked them the past 7 days, babe. Like, they know. And this is all fake. And I guess me saying like, oh, you shouldn't worry about being cringy, and then me calling other people cringy may sound like that doesn't make sense. But what I mean when I say cringy is someone obviously putting on something for the camera that is just obviously not real, where you can tell that their intentions behind it are not true and honest. So the last point from this article that I wanted to talk about was, she was talking about these two podcasters. I've seen this clip. They were talking about whether being in a relationship is embarrassing now. The video and the comments were all talking about how pretty much it is embarrassing. I'm pretty sure both of the podcasters are both in relationships, and they're also saying that it's embarrassing. And I can get where they're coming from, you know, especially with them being influencers. Like, they probably get told that a lot, or they probably get told like, don't post your boyfriend or husband that much, like, we just want to see you, girl. But there is something that I've noticed online recently, is that people will say one thing, but they're living their lives in the opposite way than what they're saying is the best way to live. Which happens, you know, like, some people keep their relationships private, but I think it's similar to someone saying like, I'm so lazy and I like just bed rot all the time, but behind the scenes they're working out every day, and you like see them at the gym and you're like, wait, but I thought you said you were just like lazy and bed rot all the time. And I get that you can be both, but if you're making that like your thing, you could also be influencing other people to be lazy and make them think that that's normal when it's like not in your life. Or they're like actually a hard worker, but they're like, I'm just like so lazy, you know, like, and you're like, oh, well, I guess it's okay to be lazy because this person's pretty successful and they don't work very hard. So it could truly like make people think life is different than what it is, you know. It's like, and I don't know if this kind of thing is in the name of wanting to be relatable, be accepted, be a girl's girl. Even though it may feel weird in the moment for some people, I would much rather someone say like, I'm in a happy relationship. But it does get to a point sometimes, like, if you are in certain situations, there probably are certain things you don't want to watch. Like, if you just got heartbroken, like, you don't want to watch a bunch of couples content, and that's totally fine. But it's not their responsibility to think about you and how you're feeling at that exact moment and waiting for you to be in the right spot for them to post something. I think you really have to like guard what you're consuming, especially at certain like vulnerable moments in your life. So this is a quote when she was speaking to someone. There is a part of me that would also feel guilty for sharing my partner constantly, especially when we know the dating landscape is really bad at the moment. I wouldn't want to be boastful. That's actually kind of sad to me. If you're coming from the place of wanting to be boastful, then I guess that's not like totally awesome. I think it just truly has to do with like, why are you posting it? Like, why? Like, are you posting this just to boast? It just seems like people are being pressured into posting certain things and not posting certain things. So having a boyfriend, is it embarrassing? No, not really. But I guess I do see this whole sentiment a lot online, but I don't ever, like, I almost never experience this in real life. They're not embarrassed to be in a relationship. Most of the people I know are married with kids, so I don't really experience this. Everyone's on their own journey to the center of the earth. Josh Hutcherson. Love you, Josh Hutcherson. Ow, my foot's cramping. Okay, I should probably go.